So I've been making messes in the office here. Can't really see it behind me on the floor, but it's all covered in tools and razor blades and carbon fiber wrap and stuff because I have been wrapping my remote control truck here that I got in the carbon fiber, as you can see right there. These contours and things are a bitch. Oh my god! You get inside, get here, inside all these little crevices and things right here. It's a pain in the ass. Let me show you. There's some bubbles and things on it. I mean, it's not perfect, that's for sure. See if you can see that. It's good enough though. I think it's cool looking. I still have to do the top though because I'm not looking forward to this though because of these fog lights. And actually, there's still a piece on there. Huh. Anyway, these fog lights and things right here, this is going to be a pain in the ass. Because I cut out the fog lights on the front. So, the top here, because it comes down in the front like this right here, that still needs to be covered. That's going to be a pain in the butt. But anyway, this has been a fun little truck. I'm really enjoying this thing here. Starting to play with it a little bit, modify it a little bit. But I said in my last video, if you guys have anything you want to ask or whatever, send me messages because you guys had been, and I was encouraging that you guys keep doing it because I'm trying to get to them. I'm getting a lot more messages than I anticipated on this vlog channel, and not to mention how many I get over on the tech channel. In fact, I've officially turned off the notifications for YouTube altogether because my phone was just nonstop ringing and dinging and chiming and vibrating at work, and it was getting to be utterly annoying. So I'm now, unfortunately, guys, having to go into that selective response mode because I don't have the time or the energy or the patience, honestly, to answer a lot of these questions because I get the tech questions mostly. I do everything I can to answer the questions over on the this vlog channel because this is more personal and deep, and but that's hard to answer sometimes too because I think they deserve better answers than the time that I have to give, but I don't want to seem like I'm ignoring anybody either. So I received a message last night. It was a rather long one, but I read it because he asked that I do, and it was kind of like he said 2 parts, but it was actually more like 3 parts. But I tried to type a response a couple of times today, but it wasn't really making sense and stuff. So finally, I just told him, I said, hey, tonight's vlog is going to be about your questions. So, and I thought maybe somebody might relate to this. He's a teenager, so already he hasn't, I can promise you based on the question he asked that he hasn't learned yet where your concerns and where you should save your worry. Let me just put it that way. He hasn't learned yet that some things that seem important today are not at all, and some things that are going to be important in the future, it's going to make things he's going through today seem like nothing. I mean, I hope he doesn't mind me saying his age. He's 16, and when I was 16, man, I thought I had some rough times going on because I was making trouble for myself mostly. But man, if somebody had told me the stresses that I was going to be dealing with at the age of 31, hell, I'm turning 32 here soon. I would go back to being 16 years old tomorrow if I could. So. Basically, the gist of what is going on here is he was dating this girl and then found out this girl was cheating on him, but was cheating on him with a friend, and then turned out, I guess, this girl hooked up with another friend. After he and these guys had, referred to as the bro code, and if you guys aren't familiar with the bro code, basically it says friends don't date other friends' ex-girlfriends. And that's exactly what's happening here. He caught her cheating. She was cheating with his friend, and she's now currently hooked up with another one of his friends. And it's actually the friend who taught him about the bro code. So he's kind of taking it a little bit hard. Like, wait a minute here. He feels like ultimately betrayed, not only by her, but by him. And so he doesn't know what to do about it. He doesn't know, do I? What's making it worse is the fact that she's like rubbing it in, and she sends him pictures of them together, and is just kind of like, haha, look at me, sort of thing, like you would expect a teenage girl to act, really. So he doesn't know what to do about it. He's torn because he's like, well, these are my friends. And, I really look up to these guys, and I don't want to. Sorry, there's dust on my desk and it's bugging the crap out of me. But he doesn't want to. He doesn't know what to do because he's been friends with these guys. But she's definitely coming in the middle. And let me tell you something right now. Drop the concept of the bro code, and let me tell you why. Are you really going to be upset that this guy is dating a girl who's cheated on you and is repeatedly cheated on people? He's clearly going to be cheated on as well. He's going to be in the same boat. He isn't going to marry this girl. Let's face it, you weren't going to marry this girl. This is all part of learning relationships. You are going to go through more of this in the future, more than likely. Especially in today's day and age, it's super easy for people to cheat, either physically or even emotionally on the internet. A lot of people get entangled and involved in, and I'm assuming this whole relationship thing happened in person. It wasn't like internet dating sort of thing. But it's going to happen again, and you're going to learn by it. And I will share with you guys that I was formally engaged to someone else prior to my wife, and the engagement was broken off because she cheated on me multiple times, repeatedly, over and over, and I found out about it all at once, and that was a little devastating. And so I had no intentions of ever getting in another serious relationship, but the very next person I dated turned out to be my wife. So I look at it as it set a path in motion that ultimately led to me having a 13-year relationship with my wife, married, going on 8 years now, a beautiful daughter, and a life that I'm truly proud and happy to have today. Had I not found out about the things that were happening with this previous relationship, let's say we had gotten married, right? The timeline would have changed. I likely would have ended up dealing with a nasty divorce. I would, that's guaranteed. I can promise you that. I would have missed meeting my current wife because it was the motion, it was the chain of events that happened, the butterfly effect of the horrible crap that I went through with this previous relationship that led to where I am today. So you need to look at what's going on today with the relationship as wherever it goes from here. You just honestly need to roll with it because, my friend, this is life. This is going to happen for you in jobs. This is going to happen with you in future relationships. It's going to happen with you in future friendships. These friends you're hanging out with today, as much as I would love to say you guys are probably going to be lifelong friends, of all the people that I called best friends growing up, I'm still in communication with one of them, and he happens to live right on the other side of my fence. We grew up as teenagers, next door neighbors, and we are currently neighbors now. He moved away for college and came back, and unfortunately, he just sold his house, and he's moving again. People come and go. Friends come and go. This is a time of your life where you honestly need to focus on your future. You need to focus on where you want to be in 5 years. In fact, somebody asked me to talk about where I think I'll be in 5 years, and maybe I'll talk about that in tomorrow's vlog. Everything that's happening today is just a small, minuscule part of your life, but it's a very strong development part of your life. You are going to need to learn to deal with disappointment with people, because as much as I hate to sound like a naysayer, people are going to be letting you down your whole life. It's just the nature of people, okay? There's going to be friendships that you thought were strong that aren't. There's going to be friendships that you thought were weak that may turn strong, okay? Look at this as a learning experience. Move forward and surround yourself with people that lift you up. Surround yourself with people that are better than you, because personally, I find that if I hang out with somebody that's better than I am, it makes me want to be a better person. I've seen it so many times where people surround themselves with people who are either emotionally, I hate to say financially, but emotionally, financially, intellectually lesser than them, and ultimately it brings them down. And there's nothing wrong with having people that look and rely on you to be a better person. That's perfectly fine, but you should strive to hang out with people who lift you up and play to your strengths. Okay, that's my best advice for you. You're 16. You've barely even begun to realize what life truly is going to be about. I don't know what country you're from. I'm assuming United States based on the way you talked. You've got a long road ahead of you. I would hate to be a teenager today because it seems like it would ultimately be rough. Sorry for this 11-minute vlog. It was an important message. There's no way I could have typed all this out and had it make sense. You who asked, you know this is directed towards you. I'm going to get on out of here because as you can tell by my voice, I still barely have a voice right now. And I want to get back to putting some more carbon fiber on this badass thing right here. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. And I hope that this message meant something to someone else besides the person who asked, because I'm sure it can relate to somebody watching this vlog right now. I'll see you guys tomorrow.